Hello and welcome to Afaria 202, provisioning Android devices. At the end of this course, you'll be able to learn how to create an enrollment policy, enroll an Android device, learn techniques to confirm the device is under MDM control. First, we need to create an enrollment policy for our group. From the main menu in the Policy panel, select Enrollment Policies. Let's add a new policy. On the menu bar, select the Add icon, then select Enrollment and Android. Enter a description for the policy. Click on the Add button to add an enrollment code. Next, you can change the various properties of the code. State refers to the availability of the code. The state can be set to either enabled or disabled. This could, for example, immediately disable an enrollment code. Portal Only associates the enrollment code with a self-service portal page. When this is clicked as yes, it will create a new web page on the Afaria enrollment server that is specific to that enrollment code. This creates a new web page for users to enroll their device. There are two URL shortening services supported by Afaria. This includes TinyURL and Google. Because the URL is lengthy, this service will return an 8-character code that effectively functions like a passcode. An expiration date can be set or left blank. An expiration date would disable the code automatically on or after the date set here. You can leave this set to none, which means the code will never expire. Click on the green arrow to accept the entry. This will submit the URL to the TinyURL service and return a code to be used in the registration process. Once you've created your code, you can select it and then click on Inspect to display the full URL of the enrollment code. Click on General in the Settings list box. Select the C2DM account to use. This step is required to identify the C2DM account used with Google's C2DM service. You can set the enrollment policy to automatically connect and deliver policies after enrollment, or not, by unchecking the Automatically Connect checkbox. Unless there's a reason, you'd normally automatically connect and deliver all of the policies associated with the group. Through a technique called email gating, Afaria will build a whitelist of devices and, using an ISAPI filter and the PowerShell service, will provide a list of devices to the email server. In this manner, all devices requesting email would have to be registered in Afaria in order to get email access. For new devices, you can choose whether to allow the device to automatically approve or not. When devices are blocked or not approved, they have to be manually approved in order to get email access. By allowing the policy to automatically connect, all devices will be allowed to enroll. This gives you considerable control over how devices are allowed or blocked for email access. Again, any blocked device would have to be manually approved to grant access. This effectively functions as a method to whitelist your devices individually. Click on Group in the Settings list box. Here you can select the groups to which the device will belong. In this example, we'll add this device to our Android VIP group automatically once enrolled through this enrollment policy. Click on Variable in the Settings list box. The variables allow you to prompt the user for a limited number of variables, such as their user ID and password. Options include device, username, domain, email user ID, and password. The device prompt can be changed as needed, but do keep the prompt short, as this may have to be displayed on a phone versus a tablet. The entry mask applies to a password prompt. This option would allow you to unmask a password if that's what you want to do. Click on Save and your enrollment policy is now complete. Begin the enrollment process by navigating to the self-service portal. Enter the enrollment address. Typically, this would be sent to the user or available on a web page so they don't have to type in the entire URL. but for demonstration purposes, we'll enter the entire URL. Note the naming convention of the URL. It consists of Afaria URL, SSP, an A for Android devices, and the tiny URL code from the enrollment policy. This tells Afaria that it's an Android device and directs it to the appropriate enrollment page. Begin enrollment by tapping on Enroll. Tap on Start Enrollment. Note that Afaria recognizes this as an Android device, which it derived from the URL. Scroll up and you can see options to install on Samsung AES device or install on another device. If the device is a Samsung device, tap on Install on Samsung AES device. Otherwise, select the option for all other Androids. Tap on Install on Samsung AES device to install the Afaria client app. Select Play Store to install from Google Play. You must already be enrolled in Google Play to install the client from Google Play. Allow Google Play to install the application. Tap on Install. The app install process is initiated. Tap on Accept and Download to install the app. Google Play will download and install the app. Once the app is installed, you should get a message in the lower right-hand corner that the app was successfully installed. When the app installation is complete, return to the browser by tapping on the back button. Then, launch the next step, which is to apply the enrollment code. You're first prompted to allow Afaria to be activated as a device administrator. Afaria requires device administration authority to function correctly, so tap on Activate to accept. The registration code will be prompted and automatically entered for you. Tap on Done to accept. Your enrollment policy code will prompt you for username, email user ID, and a password. A user must enter the user ID and password values correctly to get email. Enter these values and tap on Done to continue. Next, Afaria will launch a Connect session to enroll the device, deploy any policies associated with the group, and complete the enrollment process. A session log displays the detail and step-by-step activities of the session. No interaction is required, just let Afaria do its thing. When the session stops, the device is under MDM control. Tap on the Home button to return to the home screen. Enrollment is now complete. Once the device has been enrolled, you can see the device in the Devices list. From the home page, select the Device List icon. In the Device List view, select the Operating System drop-down and select Android. Search for the device by user ID. Enter the device ID and select Starts With from the drop-down list. Once you've found your device, select it. This also makes the icons appear in the menu bar. To confirm it's under MDM control, select the device and then send it a remote lock command. The device should lock within a few minutes. Select the device, then select the inspector. Click on the hardware and software icons in the inspector window to display the properties of the device. If a device enrolled successfully, Afaria would capture this information in its inventory. You should now be able to know how to create an enrollment policy, enroll an Android device, understand techniques to confirm the device is under MDM control,